You are watching the SEC on ESPN. Today we come to you from Coleman Coliseum on the campus of the University of Alabama, where the Crimson Tide welcome in unbeaten and defending national champion, the Gamecocks of South Carolina, led by Aaliyah Boston. And let's go to last Thursday, the last game for Bama. There you see it, tied up late on the road. Hannah Barber going to come off a screen and nail it. That is your game winner, sending Alabama to the victory. Barber didn't get very fired up about it, but it was definitely a huge shot. Steph calls her Big Shot Barber.
That's right, Big Shot Barber.
What a play and what a win for Alabama as we welcome you, Pam Ward, along with Stephanie White, head coach of the Connecticut Sun. So Alabama right now, Charlie Crean has them in the tournament, but it's always tough going up against South Carolina.
Yeah, it really is. And Alabama's going to need a lot of those threes. They are one of the best in the country in terms of efficiency and the number made at almost 9 a game. But South Carolina, the best, most dominant defensive team in the country, so they're going to have their work cut out for them.
And just an absolutely tremendous team at rebounding the ball as well. And one reason why they're so good, reigning National Player of the Year, Aaliyah Boston.
Aaliyah Boston has been dominant since the day she stepped foot on campus. I mean, she's averaged a double-double. She is incredibly efficient. She's worked on her game. She's extended her range. And Pam, you think about the numbers. It's not just the numbers, it's the efficiency. And she has the double-double record in South Carolina program history, but she is the only player in the top 5 in defensive and offensive efficiency in the country. She is just outstanding.
Now her numbers are down a little bit from last year. Certainly the concentration at the top of everybody's scouting list. But let's take a look. And you're right, as soon as she set foot on campus, those were not freshman numbers way back then.
Well, they certainly weren't. And she's just been the model of consistency. No matter who's around her, no matter who they're playing, she shows up, she does her job every day.
And she is now pursuing Sylvia Fowles' SEC career double-double record, which is 86. The great Sylvia Fowles, who just retired from the WNBA, is such a tremendous player at LSU. And Aaliyah Boston in the starting lineup for this team that has not lost since the upset in the SEC championship when Dre Edwards hit that shot to beat them, and Kentucky won that game. It is a noon local time tip-off here. Alabama playing a little bit short-handed. Megan Abrams still out with a hurt hamstring, and we are underway. South Carolina, that's Kiara Fletcher, the transfer from Georgia Tech. Don Staley's team, very, very deep. And right off the bat, Cook, who is having a breakout year. And get it into Boston. Cook takes a little bit of contact, missed everything. And here's Barber, the one who hit the game-winning shot to beat Arkansas. Third game in 7 days for the Tide. South Carolina has been off for an entire week since they beat Arkansas. Barber took steps. Starting lineup for Alabama. Saw Sarah Ashley Barker in there, started at Georgia, and now back in Tuscaloosa, where her father won a national championship as a starting quarterback. Jay, back in the 90s, before your time.
The 90s were my time, Pam. I don't know what you're talking about.
Early 90s.
But Chrissy Curry talking about Sarah Ashley Barker and just how much she loves this kid, her toughness, what she brings to this team. Needs a little bit more from her in terms of offense, taking her shots when they're available.
Aaliyah Boston, that is just South Carolina in a nutshell.
It really is. This is going to be the challenge. This is the challenge for every team in the country when you play South Carolina. They are such a good offensive rebounding team. It's often not the first shot, it's the second and third opportunities.
First in the nation in rebounding margin among many other categories for South Carolina. An Alabama team that loves to shoot the three, and this is their star, and she just proved it, Brittany Davis.
I mean, Brittany Davis can score at all 3 levels. She's aggressive to the rim. You know, lefties are always a little bit hard to guard. She finds a way to get buckets.
8 20-point games this year, picking up a lot of the slack, again with Abrams out. How patient was Boston on that? Didn't get it to go, but a second opportunity. Cook makes him pay.
If there's one person you have to find on the three-point line for South Carolina, it's Zia Cook. She is shooting it at a high clip. She's playing confident basketball. Got to know where she is.
hit 4 out of 5 threes in their last game a week ago against Arkansas. And there's a score for Aaliyah Nye, the Illinois transfer. 80% of her shots have been threes, and that was a 2. To get them to within 1. Inside, Saxton, good defense. But a foul with 14 seconds left on the shot clock. Dawn Staley, a couple of national championships, gold medals, and yes, that is a Philadelphia Eagles jersey that she is rocking under the blazer the Eagles going to play in a couple of hours in the NFC Championship game.
And she told us it's a jersey that the Eagles themselves actually gave her, so she's certainly looking forward to this ball game. She did say, though, if we get to the Super Bowl, I need a black jersey.
Yes. So you're on alert, Philadelphia Eagles. And another rebound that results in a bucket for South Carolina.
Well, this is a concern, again, for every team that plays South Carolina, but Christy Curry talked about it. We have to be physical on the glass. We've got to limit their second and third opportunities, but South Carolina, too big, too tough, too quick to the ball.
And this is a problem already. Aaliyah Nye has just picked up her second personal foul. 2.5 minutes into this game, and this is a team already with a concern in the post. Saxton completes the three-point play. Megan Abrams out with a hamstring for another couple of weeks at least, according to Coach Curry. Barber. Curry wants her to shoot more. Picked up her dribble in the paint. Royal McQueen.
You just see how suffocating this defense is, and no rotation, but just one-on-one coverage. But that was an even better offensive play by Jada Rice.
Second year at Alabama after a couple of seasons at NC State, where she earned her undergraduate degree. And you see Cook with the good elevation that rolled off the rim. Zia Cook having a career year offensive-wise. This guarded out there by one of the best defenders in the country, right, Bree Beal?
One of the best, most underrated players on any team. And Dawn Staley talks about Bree Beal and how important she is, the glue of this ball club. Doesn't get enough recognition for what she does.
So she is an unsung hero on this team. Has been added, along with Aaliyah Boston, on the Naismith National Defensive Player of the Year watch list. That foul was on Beal, her first. And we've already talked about Christy Curry, remarkably already in her 10th year here after 7 years at Texas Tech, another 7 at Purdue, your alma mater.
That's right.
After you played there.
Took Purdue to a Final Four in 2001. That loss to Notre Dame. That was Ruth Riley, Neil Ivey.
That's right. That was that epic Final Four.
It was.
Notre Dame had to come from way back at halftime to beat UConn and then beat Purdue in a thrilling final. Tara Fletcher. Shot clock into single digits. Here's Boston. Just turned around, shot it, made it.
When you think about the evolution of Aaliyah Boston's game on the offensive end of the floor, her freshman year, you didn't see a lot of those. Her sophomore year, you saw more. Every year, she's continued to add to her range and add to her game.
And add to her value in the WNBA. Royal McQueen, Georgia Tech transfer, like Fletcher on the other side. With the miss.
Alabama, a team with 7 returners and 5 transfers.
Here's Fletcher. Rim out. Now a chance for Davis in the open court. She's an exciting player. Challenge the defense. Wow, that's something you got to hit.
Yeah, those missed opportunities. You can't afford those when you're playing a team like South Carolina. You've got to be able to finish the open ones.
Boston decided not to shoot from out there. Reveal. Nope. Now a 2 on air. And Davis finishes.
Brittany Davis is just so aggressive. She's so good, in transition. She's very good one-on-one. She's always poised and under control. And Dawn Staley talked about having to contain her. She's going to score, but you can't let her score and facilitate.
Trying to get it inside. The quick double comes over to Boston. That left Beal open. And Barber gets the rebound.
And that's really good defense. You know, it's that you swarm in on Aaliyah Boston, and you want to force Bree Beal to knock down consistent shots. But the little stunt by Hannah Barber to make her think about it.
Bree Beal averaging about 5.5 points per game for South Carolina as we hit our first timeout.
Well, Aaliyah Boston showing she's got that 15-foot pull-up. You want to be physical inside, I'll step outside and knock it down. And Brittany Davis in transition. Got a tie ball game here in Tuscaloosa.
This is a national champion because we have a chip on our shoulder. You got to get up every day and prepare like you've never won a national championship.
Last year it meant the world to cut down the nets. I mean, before I came into college, I set my mind to win a national championship, actually a couple, so to be able to do that, it was surreal.
So South Carolina and Aaliyah Boston trying to go for back-to-back championships. Last year, just 2 losses on the season. How about this year? Their numbers are even better.
It's really incredible when you watch this team, how much better they are on the offensive end of the floor. This is a program who has always been locked down on the defensive end. Now they're better offensively. They're more balanced offensively, inside, outside. And Dawn Staley talked to us about Aaliyah Boston's numbers, and she's like, you know what, everybody around her has elevated. So we haven't needed her to put up those kind of numbers. National
Player of the Year conversation. She definitely is in it. Won it last year. There's Angel Reese putting up monstrous numbers at LSU, who also are unbeaten. They'll play in a couple of weeks. There's a turnover. Barker kicking it back out. Here's McQueen. And that's defense. They just are relentless. Wow. Ryan Cobbins, number 10, the North Dakota State transfer, lost the ball. Here it's Fletcher. A little bit too strong. About 8 of South Carolina's 10 points, pardon me, coming off second chance opportunities. That's their offensive rebounding dominance.
And it really is tough when you play a team like South Carolina. You want to force them into tough, contested shots, but then the extra possessions, your margin of error is so slim, but they just dominate with those extra possessions.
And that's almost automatic, right? When Boston gets the ball in that position. She now has half of South Carolina's points, and Dawn Staley's about to sub in 3 new players. Barber left open, just a little bit wide to the right. Offensive board taken down by Cobbins, and they'll set up again. McQueen challenging Boston. Barker, which you mentioned, Steve Curry wants to see Barker be more aggressive offensively. She's a tough kid.
She really is. And she's a player that can score it in a lot of different ways, really still kind of finding herself in this system. Now, what I like about what Alabama's doing is they've taken a little bit of a page from the Mississippi State game against South Carolina. They're really trying to attack the gaps. That forces defensive rotations. It allows offensive rebounding opportunities, and Sarah Ashley Barker just aggressive to the rim.
And she was at Georgia known as more of a spot-up shooter, a lot of threes. But because of the trickle-down effect of injuries, Jemiah Mingo-Young medically disabled for the rest of the year. Kyla Wade-Warren with a knee. Abrams out now with a hammy. Barker's playing more of the 4. More the power forward spot for Alabama, so roles have changed.
Roles have changed, and the players that she was surrounded with at Georgia, that's what they needed from her, that 3-point shooting. Christy Curry said we need her to be able to score at all 3 levels and be aggressive at the rim.
Cook from the outside.
So pretty. It really is, and Zia Cook, a player who has really found her way in her senior season. Dawn Staley said it's a tribute to her mental strength. She's finally put it together. It's what it's going to take for her at the next level.
Her numbers way up, particularly from 3-point range. And Raven Johnson is in. Cardozo, who's been on fire, is in. And Raven Johnson, who has been battling some injuries her first couple of years on campus, gets fouled. And South Carolina, they just come at you in waves. So that foul on Barker, her first. And take a look at our Big Monday doubleheader. Number 7, Virginia going up to play Syracuse, then Baylor and Texas in Austin. Both games on ESPN, as well as the app that is men's college basketball coming your way tomorrow. And Raven Johnson leading the SEC in assist-to-turnover ratio. And we probably have more assists, right, if Cardozo finished. That's what Dawn said.
Yes.
Raven's little deal. Cardozo, they're buddies, they're roommates.
They give each other a hard time, as you could tell by that comment.
Officials, by the way, Brian Hall, Natasha Kamey, and Eric Koch coming to you this afternoon from Tuscaloosa. Alabama has missed 8 of its last 10 shots with a couple of turnovers after hitting their first 3. And Letitia Mihir is shaken up under the basket for South Carolina.
Dawn Staley talked about really taking this week to work on their ball screen coverage. They knew they were going to see a lot against Alabama. And Brittany Davis, just such a good job of the hesitation, engaging, then reading Cardozo. And as soon as Cardozo released, she attacked. But that's that pace. You got to play at a pace. You can't play all fast. You've got to make sure that you're reading the defense.
And we hear called for her first foul. Brittany Davis, last couple of games, at Arkansas game and so far today, 65% from the floor. Gosh, missed them both. Carly Weathers, number 22, in for Alabama off the bench. Curry trying to keep her players as fresh as possible. Alabama so far with more rebounds. Cardozo didn't agree with that foul call.
Well, seen in real time, I didn't really agree with that either.
Dawn's with you.
Well, Loyal McQueen getting to the rim. They could have called it on that outside arm right there, putting a little bit of pressure on it. Looks like she got it clean up top. But I like how Alabama is attacking South Carolina in the paint, really forcing them, putting them under duress, forcing them to defend without fouling.
Cardozo averaged a double-double in her last 5 games, gets the rebound off that miss.
Got to finish those free throws. Alabama shoots it at nearly 74% on the season. Those are missed opportunities.
Yeah, just 3 of 6 so far in this game from the line. Cardozo using her length to corral the pass. And me here in. Yep, but no finish. Cardozo at 6'7". Junior from Brazil, who actually was able to go home over the summer. And Coach Staley thought it really helped her. Got to reconnect with family and had an opportunity to miss basketball and wanted to come back and get back into it. Davis over Cardozo.
That's the shot Christy Curry was talking about when she was talking to us pregame. I need Brittany Davis to be able to hit that mid-range pull-up. She's showing right away. She's aggressive to the rim early, getting to the foul line, getting some layups, and now she shows that second level.
Just a 2-point game. And me here right into the teeth of the defense as the shot clock was expiring. And that was the quarter shot expiring, and Alabama's only down 2.
Well, Alabama really doing a good job of executing their game plan offensively and defensively. The 2-man game was a concern for Dawn Staley. Brittany Davis reads it perfectly, knocks down the pull-up.
We are back in Tuscaloosa. Alabama actually out rebounding South Carolina, just down by 2 after 1. And as you see, South Carolina has dominated, winning the last 20 games in this series. Cam Ward and Stephanie White joining you from Tuscaloosa. Alabama actually has lost 40 straight games against teams in the Associated Press top 5. So there's a lot of stuff, a lot of streaks can end today.
A lot of streaks can end today. You know, I think the challenge when you play South Carolina is to be able to consistently throughout the 40-minute game, while they bring their waves of depth and production, to execute the game plan. Alabama did a terrific job in the first quarter. Now let's see if they can continue that on both ends.
South Carolina's only been out-rebounded once this year. It was against Stanford, that tremendous comeback when they beat Stanford in overtime, the closest they've come to losing this season. Baseline jumper cupped out for Cunningham. And me here attacking the rim and cleaning up Boston. Boston with 8 points now. Davis trying to make something happen inside. Rebound. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by the Crimson Tide.
This is what happens on a drive. You get in rotation, and even though Cobbins was able to get inside position, she was too far underneath the rim. So Aaliyah Boston in perfect position to get that offensive rebound putback.
And look at the difference in second chance points. Plus 10 for Carolina. All but 7 of their points coming off of offensive rebounds. Cardoso. Another miss in the paint for her, but she's able to get another board.
Well, there's just a lack of size for Alabama inside, and there's no substitute for that. You've got to be physical. You've got to try to make it tough, and then you've really got to lock in when you give multiple possessions.
They double it. Cardoso wanted the foul. Now Davis. Slowed up a little bit. Barker off the mark. Good hustle by Davis. And then Loyal McQueen, gosh, another miss.
That's 4 empty possessions for Alabama. And you have a point-blank layup, and you have a couple of wide-open shots. You got to be able to make those, because South Carolina makes you pay on the other end.
Yeah, it's Bree Hall, a sophomore from Dayton, Ohio, coming in and knocking down the three. Gets the lead up to 7. Not getting a lot of second chance opportunities. This is the biggest lead of the game for the champs, but another giveaway. Davis left open.
Brittany Davis is everywhere.
Yeah.
She was on the floor after a loose ball. She's chasing down her own offensive rebound.
Just a really special player. Barker draws the foul. And Brittany Davis also is a mom, has a 2-year-old daughter, Brielle, who is in the building. Davis did not play one season while she was giving birth and recovering, and she's good.
Yeah, she is. Yes, she is. Really is the centerpiece of this Alabama offense. And Chrissy Curry talked about just how much of a worker she is. She said, we get home at 1 a.m. from Arkansas. At 8 a.m., she's in the gym the next day.
You got to love that.
Yeah, no
Coach
question.
White.
No question.
Top 20 women's basketball matchup coming your way later on this afternoon. Olivia Miles and number 7 Notre Dame in Raleigh to take on Diamond Johnson and NC State. Check it out, 3 Eastern on ESPN. And Darren Mabry tearing her ACL.
Yes,
Goodness gracious,
heartbreaking.
just in her last year of eligibility, so that's really tough. And the last of the Mabry sisters, they have a younger brother, Ryan, who's playing at Miami, Ohio, so there's still Mabry out there in college, but that's really heartbreaking for
This is
her.
a really tight Notre Dame team, and they're really playing for her right now.
ACC is very interesting this season. Bama has missed its last 6 shots. South Carolina only shooting 32% from the floor themselves.
You don't need a screen, it's a mismatch. I think right there, you don't need that screen. You got Cardoso on Brittany Davis. Just let her go to work. Let her force a collapse on D and find the right play in the open player.
Raven Johnson backs things up, leading this team in assists, even though she comes off the bench. Cardoso got fouled.
South Carolina loves that play, the little inside screen on the baseline against the zone. They execute it perfectly. You see the bottom two players screening the bottom of the zone, and Cardoso able to sneak in there and get the easy touch.
And that is 3 fouls now on Aaliyah Nye. Coach Curry gambling by letting her come back in the game with 2, and she picks up her 3rd, so probably won't see her until the second half. Cardoso at the line, just a 62% shooter. So far in the second quarter, the teams are a combined 2 of 14 from the floor. 1 out of 2 on that trip, first point for the Brazilian, who started her career at Syracuse, where she was the ACC Freshman of the Year before transferring out. McQueen looked up and saw Camilla and said, I'm going to back up. McQueen.
Give it back. It's a mismatch.
Yeah, she had the mismatch underneath with Rice. Guarded down there by a little. And Carolina at least draws the foul.
Those are sort of the next level plays, you know, for Alabama. This has been a team that's been very good offensively, but those reads, you know, you don't have many opportunities where you have mismatches inside. Jada Rice made the right play kicking it back out. You've got to get it right back to her. She gets deep position. Post players, they're taught in their work, give it back, get deeper position, and then get it back. Really needing the guards needing to recognize that.
Barker goes 1 out of 2 in that trip to the line. Bama is a team 6 out of 10 from the free throw line. Cook, guarded by Barber, flips one up. And the offensive putback, nicely done by the freshman Ashlyn Watkins.
Pursuing the offensive glass. I mean, Ashlyn Watkins does such a good job of getting in there and snagging that rebound.
And one of the freshmen that Coach Staley says is really starting to get things together. And there's Barker from deep. Just her 10th 3 of the season. So we go under 5 minutes to go in the first half. Cook. Too strong. Another offensive board. And second chance points. Bree Hall.
It's like a broken record, but the reality is you give them a second chance, they're going to make it. They're going to make the shot. They're going to make you pay.
Barker going to challenge Cardoso and win.
Christy Curry has to feel good about Sarah Ashley Barker's aggressiveness in this game. Against Arkansas, she was in foul trouble, but only 2 field goal attempts. This is a team that needs everyone on the floor to be able to take shots and make shots.
Cardoso fouled again. Alabama has scored 8 points in this quarter, all of them by Sarah Ashley Barker. Got a close one going on as we hit a timeout in Tuscaloosa. Thank you very much. Looking forward to that halftime report. Great point about the three-point shooting. This is an Alabama team that is 9th in the nation in percentage, 10th in the nation, averaging 9 threes per game. But so far, they have not relied on that. 1 of 5 from distance, but also a team that can, you know, uses the dribble drive. But they're not afraid about going inside against South Carolina's bigs.
No, they're not. In fact, outscoring South Carolina in the paint right now, and you can see the numbers. Certainly, South Carolina is a team that wants to run Alabama off the three-point line, but they're having a little bit of trouble in that middle screen and roll right now. Alabama getting to the paint, getting to the foul line.
And there you see the paint. Alabama actually +2. South Carolina relying heavily on second chance points as usual. Cardoso back at the free throw line. Coach Staley mentioned that she was able to go home to Brazil during the off season. 1 out of 2 again. And here comes Brittany Davis. The challenge. Cardoso got a hand on that as Jada Rice tried to make the move. Cardoso goes out. Aaliyah Boston comes in.
This is good defense by Camila Cardoso. Just stays down, stays disciplined, uses the outstretched hand.
Had 3 blocks and a career high 16 rebounds in their last game a week ago against Arkansas, did Cardoso, who now sits on the bench for Boston, who almost induced a turnover. A lot of length out there on Barker.
Oh, great shot fake. Got to finish those.
Wow, Davis, great work. Raven Johnson, terrific move to evade the defender and got it home.
I love Raven Johnson's game. You know, you think about a season ago and her injury, not being able to play, finding her way right now. She's explosive. She's a terrific decision maker. She takes care of the basketball, and she's learning the system. She's learning what Dawn Staley wants from her point guard. She is going to be a terrific player in this program.
Yeah, very special. Got hurt early on in the season in a game against South Dakota in November of her freshman year, 2021. There's a good defensive stand. And me here getting right in the way of Loyal McQueen.
Now Brittany Davis gets inside, and that's just a terrific shot fake, not able to finish, and the ball goes out, and Raven Johnson, nobody's in front of her. Terrific decision, gets to the other side, inside finish. She makes that look easy. That is not an easy play.
National High School Player of the Year a couple of years ago out of Atlanta. And what a luxury. She's coming off the bench, Steph.
Leads the SEC in assist to turnover ratio. 9th in the country. Takes care of the ball. A tremendous floor leader. And it's a good look.
Yeah.
It's a good look, and she saw it, and I mean, here just not ready for it.
It's the 3rd turnover of the game. Dawn Staley over there in her Eagles jersey. No Wi-Fi on the plane. They can't watch the game on the way home.
That is baffling to me. When we think about this, the Eagles game starts at what, 2 o'clock Central Time where we are, right? Dawn Staley has the perfect time to get to it, but no Wi-Fi. Disappointing.
So maybe if the plane flies really low, they'll be able to get it. But Weathers with the shot clock dying. Johnson, head up. Cook, spots up. And a good chase down by Cobbins in her first year here at Alabama. And then a moving screen called on Rice.
Well, this is one where Hanna-Barbera just left a little too much space. So Zia Cook could slide through, and that gets Rice the foul. So important when you have the ball in your hands to be able to set it up and use the screen. Keep your post out of foul trouble. Those are unnecessary fouls.
Boston closed down. Johnson, perfect.
This South Carolina depth is just lethal. Lethal. They come in, don't just give them minutes, but they produce.
It's a 6-0 run. So Christy Curry takes a timeout. Welcome back. We are in Tuscaloosa, but South Carolina, a program that has led the nation in attendance 8 straight years, has their contingency of fans making the road trip, and they're liking what they're seeing.
Yeah, I mean, this is just a South Carolina team that has dominated in a lot of different ways. The ball goes inside out, working against the zone, finding the open player, forcing rotations, and Raven Johnson knocking down a 3.
And that is a 10-point lead. Only Sarah Ashley Barker has scored for Bama in this quarter. And she is currently on the bench. Shot clock again, really skinny. Barber attacks the hoop. Boston gets another rebound. It's the third time today that Bama has missed 5 straight shots. Saxton drew a lot of attention. Cook was able to get by Barber. And a foul against South Carolina.
That was a really good job by Carly Weathers of getting inside of Victoria Saxton, of pushing back in the box out and staying vertical.
Foul was on Saxton. That is her first.
Alabama needs a score right here. They've got to find a way to put the ball in the basket. Well, South Carolina's locked down. They're taking away the driving angles. They're keeping them outside the paint.
See, they've missed 12 of their 14 shots here in the second quarter. And Davis has lost a shoe. Sarah Ashley Barker with 8 points in this quarter. And 10 points for the game. And as Steph mentioned, she only had 2 points in foul trouble. She got 4 fouls in just 18 minutes in that thrilling win against Arkansas. There she is, over on the bench. Lead ballooning to 10 with this second quarter drought.
That's the play they ran at the end of the game against Arkansas to get that 3. Barber not able to get it off. Raven Johnson right on her hip.
And Barber looked over at Davis and said, shoot it, because the shot clock was winding down. And Davis hit the 3. Shot clock off. Zaya Cook with the ball in her hands. Just the second 3 made by Alabama, a team that has relied on the long ball all season long. They are down 8 as they head into the locker room. Time for Carolyn, Rebecca, and Andrea. Welcome back to the SEC on ESPN. Second half about to get underway inside Coleman Coliseum in Tuscaloosa. #1 South Carolina. They only have a 7-point lead over Alabama after 20 minutes of play. And Bama's only hit 2 threes. Pam Ward along with Stephanie White. We're seeing, though, from South Carolina the strength. Offensive rebounding, second chance points.
Yeah, they dominate on the boards, and they've done it really throughout Dawn Staley's tenure at South Carolina. You know, they might not hurt you with that first shot, but it's those second and third. They do such a good job of getting great rebounding position, of pursuing the offensive boards, of using their size, their skill set, forcing rotations. 16 second chance points off of 10 offensive rebounds. They have just dominated on the boards in that area. But Brittany Davis has been really good for Alabama. She's scoring at all 3 levels. She's getting to the rim. She's getting to the foul line, knocking down those mid-range pull-ups. She excels in transition. She's one of those players that is really tough cover because of the pace she plays with, the way she reads the floor. Her only 3 points in the second quarter. Alabama between Sarah Ashley Barker and Brittany Davis, a low to their scoring. They've got to find a way to get multiple players involved.
Those 2 players combining for 21 of their 26 as Aaliyah Boston gets into double figures with her first shot of the second half. Boston with 7 rebounds as well in the first half, on her way to yet another double-double. Already broke Sheila Foster's record for most double-doubles in South Carolina history. That happened last week against Arkansas. And Nye, who's been saddled with foul trouble, only played 4.5 minutes in the first half, got a 3.
And I like that execution coming right out of halftime, understanding what they want to get Aaliyah Nye a shot, get her involved in this ballgame.
Just the third 3 made by this Alabama team, one of the best in the nation, averaging 9 per game. That's in the top 10. Ball wouldn't fall. Here's Brittany Davis. Grad guard from Manchester, Georgia. And Aaliyah Boston will have none of that. 22 seconds to shoot for the Crimson Tide.
This is great defense by Aaliyah Boston. Just, again, does such a good job of staying in defensive position, staying disciplined.
averaging a couple of blocks a game, leading this team in that category. Barber did not score in the first half. The diminutive guard for Bama. Barker trying to beat him on the dribble. Ball stays with the Tide. They have 9 seconds to shoot it.
Alabama fortunate on that possession to get it back.
Barker, 8 of her 10 points coming in that second quarter. Saxton stuck her hand in there. Shot clock down to 7. Saxton 3 points in that first half, but so much depth for this South Carolina team. Barker challenging Saxton, gave it up. Rice was wide open and nailed it.
You see the confidence that Christy Curry has in Sarah Ashley Barker right there. A one-on-one opportunity, puts everybody else out at basically half court and makes the right decision.
Saxton left open.
We're not used to seeing Victoria Saxton take that shot.
Yeah.
Obviously, she has that ability.
Added that mid-range jumper as her career has gone on, but has not been known for her offensive prowess. That is terrific. You just mentioned Barker.
What a great decision by Sarah Ashley Barker. And a heads-up play, go to the other side, use the rim, use the net as a screener.
Just enough room to score, even with Boston defending her.
I mean, a heads-up play. It's a good heads-up play right there by Sarah Ashley Barker, finding Jada Rice, and then the hesitation right here, change of direction, getting Aaliyah Boston behind her and getting to the other side for the finish.
Great job for the junior from Birmingham, about an hour away from campus. That's thrown away. Lee Beal, one of the premier defenders. Gillette Law. Lisa Boyer flanking Coach Staley. Got some nice sneaks. Nice sneakers on to go along with her Eagles uniform.
Yes, she sure does. She's always got nice sneakers on.
I think they're Gucci's. Did you notice?
I did not notice, no. I noticed the nice silver color. I like them. I like them. Match the silver zippers on the pants.
Low turnovers for both teams, and this is just a 4-point game. And Alabama has lost 20 straight games to South Carolina in this matchup. Fletcher well short. Bree Beal, second chance. Nope. But Aaliyah Boston just eats offensive glass for breakfast.
She just does such a good job of getting position. You see that they basically sandwich her on that one, but on the second one, there's a rotation. Jada Rice gets out of the play. Aaliyah Boston's in the right position.
Davis called for her first foul. Beal challenging inside and is blocked by Rice. Still time left on the shot clock. Wyatt Cook. Rice coming up with the rebound. South Carolina only shooting 34% from the floor. They've missed 4 straight shots. Players on the floor. Fletcher grabbed it and called the timeout to save the possession. And a timeout.
Alabama hanging in there because they've been relentless on the defensive end. Haven't come up with some of the defensive boards, but great play by Jada Rice on the defensive end of the floor to save the possession. Sarah Ashley Barker has been terrific for Alabama. Christy Curry talked about wanting her to find ways to get shots and to score, and she has done that. She's been aggressive to the rim. She's knocked down shots from the perimeter. Her pace, her change of speed, her ability to get free and get crafty on the finishes has been big for Alabama.
And look at this score. Alabama only down by 4 against South Carolina. And there you see the afternoon so far for Sarah Ashley. 4 of 5 from the floor, leading everybody on both squads with 12 points. But Boston just tied her with that bucket. Curry talked about, as you said, wanting her to get to the rim more, has done that, has knocked down a three. So she could get a little emotional, tough on herself. You know, a perfectionist could be. Yeah, you were.
What are you insinuating?
A little bit of a let go and let's play on.
And play free, yes.
Yep. That one missed everything for Barker. Comes from a very athletic family. Her brother a quarterback at UAB. Her dad won a championship at Bama at quarterback. And a foul against the Crimson Tide. So Jay Barker, back in the early 90s, was the quarterback for Alabama. Back in the Gene Stallings era. Kara Fletcher. And Barker, Jay's kid, gets another rebound. And that time, Boston won. Sarah Ashley gets up with a big smile on her face.
Well, Leah Boston had her eye on her the whole time. She ran the floor. I mean, Boston's running down the middle of the floor. You can't see her in our frame, but she had her eye on it. That's great hustle by Boston to get back into that play.
Absolutely, running the length of the floor. 24 seconds to shoot. Barbara looking for somebody. And it bounces out of bounds. South Carolina with 6 blocks this afternoon. They lead the nation in that category, just under 10 per game. And that's why I love that, right? Look at Boston and Barker talking about that.
She's Sarah Ashley Barker. I'm sure she's saying, you didn't have to do that to me like that. And Leah Boston saying, you know I did. Yeah. You know I had to.
National TV and everything. That's great, though, to see. Hall left open, gets it over to Beal. And Hall dials it up.
Bree Hall coming into this game only 3 of 13 from the 3 in conference play, but we know she has the ability to knock down shots. She hit a big 3 in their win against Stanford. You know, she's a player who makes timely buckets.
Her second 3 in 3 attempts this afternoon. In a 4-point game, all of a sudden back up to 9. And foul as Loyal McQueen drove into the paint. Alabama bench looking a little different than the South Carolina bench. Not nearly as many players available for them. Southern Hoops, a history of SEC basketball, our highly anticipated 7-part documentary every Monday through March 13th. New show with a premiere episode tomorrow at 9 Eastern, 8 Central. And among the highlights, we'll be talking about the one and only Pat Summitt. So check it out. Just have a We Back Pat week that we celebrated on ESPN. The lead is 7 now for South Carolina. McQueen got both of her free throws. Boston didn't catch it cleanly, got it out to the perimeter. Reposts and finishes with her offhand.
Leah Boston's just so efficient inside. 7 of 8 from the floor. We've seen her knock down 4 or 5 jumpers from the free throw line. There she gets post position inside. She can use either hand. It's just such a tough matchup.
And speaking of a tough matchup, now they have South Carolina has Bree Beal, one of the best perimeter defenders on Barker. Timeout.
Well, Alabama keeps it tight, but then South Carolina comes back and answers. Bree Hall knocks down a long-range 3, and Aaliyah Boston goes to work inside. She makes it look easy, away from the double team, and easy too.
We are back in Tuscaloosa. Alabama's been keeping it close, but it crucial time right here, don't you think? They've gone almost 4 minutes without a point.
Yeah, South Carolina can do this too. They can up their pressure. They can make everything difficult for you. Alabama's going to get a good high percentage shot. They've been very successful in the middle screen and roll, particularly with Brittany Davis on the floor. She is not on the floor right now, so you've got to get the ball in Sarah Ashley Barker's hands, let her go to work, and then she has to make the right play and the right decision.
No field goals during that time. A couple of opportunities to get close against this unbeaten South Carolina team. South Carolina's only turned the ball over 4 times in this game. Very clean game on both sides. Bama with just 7 turnovers. There's another personal foul.
It's tough right now for Christy Curry. You can't have really Sarah Ashley Barker and Brittany Davis off the floor. You need them on the floor. But with the lack of depth, with no Megan Abrams on the floor, the ability with Loyal McQueen really struggling offensively, got to find ways to get other players involved.
And McQueen missed another shot from the floor. A couple of free throws. That's the only offense we've seen in the last several minutes for Alabama.
And then you look at South Carolina, and their bench comes in, and you get 19 points off the bench. You get multiple rebounds off the bench. The production as the double team comes in the zone, and Aaliyah Boston just splits it and finds her.
Hall with the miss, another chance, and a terrific pass by Fagan. It results in 2 more points for Aaliyah Boston.
South Carolina rebounds over 51% of their shots. So if you are good enough and disciplined enough to get them to take a tough shot, you've got to be disciplined enough to get that defensive board.
The 3-ball continues to not fall for Alabama. Just 3 of 9 as a team. One of the best 3-point shooting teams in the nation. Inside 3 minutes to go. Fletcher has struggled from the floor today. Zia Cook as well for South Carolina, but still with a 9-point lead. Shot clock almost dead for Hall. Barker got a hand on it, but Aaliyah Boston was able to get another rebound. The ball goes over to South Carolina. Boston now 1 rebound away from yet another double-double. That would be her 6th straight double-double when she gets that rebound. I'm predicting she will get it. Fagan just committed a foul.
I think that's a safe prediction.
Yeah. South Carolina. Another rebound, a one-handed rebound by Beal.
Great pass.
Nice haul.
And that's Raven Johnson again, coming in, impacting the ball game. Eyes up in transition, finds Bree Hall running the floor. Christy Curry needs a timeout. And this is just too easy in transition. Great read, great run, strong finish.
These are both players who come off the bench for Dawn Staley. It's a 6-0 run. Alabama continues to be cold from the floor. They haven't scored a single point in almost 3 minutes.
Well, it's a danger zone. You know, you keep it tight, and you see this a lot with teams that are able to keep it tight with South Carolina in the first half. And then in the second half, their depth, their ability to wear teams down. You see what they get from their bench. 48% of their total offense, 53% of their total rebounds. It is really incredible the quality of depth that Dawn Staley has. And she said, you know, it's probably the deepest team that we've had. Might be a little unfair because last year's team had quality depth, but they didn't get the experience because of the schedule that they had. Didn't have opportunities to play as much in ball games.
A team that lost, most notably, Destiny Henderson off their team from last year, and they appear to be a better team this season, getting Raven Johnson back from injury. They have Ashlyn Watkins, the freshman, contributing, Cardoso, who has made great leaps. And there's a double-double alert for sure. I think every game is a double-double Aaliyah Boston alert.
I feel like we say this every year about South Carolina, too, that they're even better.
Yeah.
You think about when Dawn Staley came into this program, they were always known as a really great defensive team. Then they pounded it inside. So if you guarded the interior, forced them to shoot shots, you give yourself a chance. Then you have multiple players on the floor that can score the basketball in the starting lineup, stretch the D. Now you have multiple players on the roster, right? 10 deep that can score the basketball, playing inside. Certainly, a better three-point shooting team than they have been in the past. That's still the way you have to try to play them. Force them to shoot the threes, but then it opens it up for offensive rebounds that you just have to play a nearly perfect game to be able to match up with South Carolina.
And you see the season comparison from last year, all of the numbers are better. Out-rebounding teams by almost 23 per game. And finally, the drought ends. Nye hits the three. This is a South Carolina, and I first read this, I thought it had to be a mistake. They out-rebounded Arkansas by 57. 57 more rebounds than Arkansas in their last game. It was a win a week ago. Now, granted, that shows there were a lot of missed shots, but they were getting them.
Well, and Arkansas is a team that doesn't send anybody to the offensive glass. They take a lot of threes. If they're not hitting them, there's going to be a lot of defensive boards. And South Carolina, obviously, a rebounding team, an excellent offensive rebounding team as well.
74 boards in that game overall. McQueen with another miss. Trying to get the ball inside. Good play by Nye, who just hit a three, but the Gamecocks get it back and now settle down a little bit.
Those two plays, you see the value of Aaliyah Nye. She comes in, she stretches the floor, knocks down a shot. Terrific hustle play. She's got 4 fouls, so her inability to be on the floor because of foul trouble has really hurt Alabama.
Yeah, the team already with a very slim bench. Boston continuing to work. Ball goes over to Alabama. And Aaliyah Boston does have a double-double, 16 points and 11 rebounds. So that is another double-double, her 6th in a row, 74th of her career. Now 12 behind Sylvia Fowles for the all-time SEC record, and Syl has been classy, as we might expect, tweeting about that. Quarter winding down, Davis! Boy, Brittany Davis got off to such a good start. South Carolina extending the lead to 10 after 3 quarters of play. Welcome back to Tuscaloosa. 4th quarter about to get underway with #1 South Carolina holding on to a 10-point lead over Alabama. Sam Ward and Stephanie White joining you this afternoon. Alabama keeping it close. They have struggled, though, since the first quarter. You see the points are low for both sides, but Alabama, since the first quarter in which they shot 43%, shooting just 25%, and have made just 7 field goals in the second and third quarter combined, and they need more from Brittany Davis, who got off to a fast start.
Yeah, they're going to have more from her, and I like it when they put Brittany Davis in the middle screen and roll. Her decision-making is very good. She understands when to get to the rim, how to get her open teammates the basketball.
Barber hasn't scored yet until right now. Her game-winning 3 beat Arkansas in their last game.
Alabama's very good after timeouts. When you come out of breaks, after timeouts, their execution throughout the entire season has been very good. They knew where the ball was going to go, who they were going to get it to, and Hannah Barber knocked it down.
Cardoso, another good look underneath.
And Sarah Ashley Barker has been good at getting to the rim. She makes the right play, the right decision. And big shot Barber knocks it down from the corner.
Only her 3rd shot attempt of the game, and boy, she's just so even-tempered. When she hit that shot against Arkansas in their last game, with 8 seconds left, that eventually ultimately won it, she was still calm, cool, and collected.
Breakdown right there defensively, out of bounds. Christy Curry talked about that. I want to do something different out of bounds. I want to keep them off balance, but right there, just a miscommunication.
Bree Hall's had a good game. South Carolina got it back. Bree Hall with 12 points, 5 of 8 from the floor. The 12 points, just 2 off her season and career high of 14 that she had against Hampton. Speaking again about the depth and the quality of the bench. Dawn Staley talking constantly over there on the sidelines.
She's a point guard. That's what they do. Communication.
There's another foul. South Carolina outscoring Alabama's bench 23-3 in this game. Dawn Staley was so fantastic. One advantage of being an old geezer like me, I got to see her play at Virginia. It was unbelievable.
I did too. In fact, I was at the Final Four when she played, when she was at Virginia.
SEC Super Tuesday men's doubleheader coming your way at 7 Eastern as Duke hosts Wake Forest. And then we'll get you down to Oxford for Kentucky and Ole Miss. Both games on ESPN and the app.
Yeah, that Virginia team, Dawn Staley, Wendy Palmer, Tammy Reese, the Burge twins, they were pretty good.
Debbie Ryan, their head coach. Gino Auriemma was an assistant there before he went to UConn. Yeah, they were fantastic, and it's great to see that program coming back up, getting resurrected. They have a chance of making the NCAA tournament this year.
Yes, Coach Mock's doing an outstanding job there at Virginia.
Dawn Staley's alma mater. Still yapping. Cross court. Raven Johnson just a little bit too strong, but yet another offensive rebound. Coach has him reset. Clock into single digits. There you go. That's just a killer, right?
It is, and you never know who it's going to be. Who's going to be the one that comes in and knocks down shots? Bree Hall coming off of 1 point, 0 for 3 against Arkansas, and is just making shot after shot. 15 points off the bench.
That is a new career high for her. She's hit 3 of 5 threes. Only had 11 in her first 18 games.
It's tough when you scout defense-wise. You're preparing for Isaiah Cook and Aaliyah Boston, and then you've got players coming off the bench that can dominate in their own right, in Cardoso, in Bree Hall, and Raven Johnson. It's a really tough team to prepare for.
Quick passes, and they get it to the hot hand. Nye underneath. And here had it taken away. You look at this second team for South Carolina, and they would be starting in a lot of schools in the country, wouldn't they?
Absolutely.
And they'd be really good.
And you got to give Dawn Staley and her staff a lot of credit because of that and what we're seeing in the transfer portal right now, to continue to challenge them, to continue to develop them, and give these players a lot of credit to be ready when your number's called.
And Lee here gets her first basket. Yeah, we asked her about that. They do have a game against Connecticut coming up in a week, and then a week after that, LSU. And she said that the players hold each other accountable, that they don't look ahead. They're looking out for each other and the task ahead of them. But you're right. I mean, the transfer portal is just crazy. And these players come and they stay and they get better. And there are a lot of players who get very little playing time.
And she said one of the biggest growth areas for this bench and their young players in particular is just staying locked in practice, understanding what it takes every day, learning how to be consistent, learning how to prepare consistently. I mean, we've talked about Aaliyah Boston's numbers being down. Well, Aaliyah Boston is only playing 24 minutes a ball game, right? So you're going National Player of the Year who played 30 minutes a ball game now, 24 minutes, understands that this is the way that we keep our team fresh and we keep our team ready to make a push for another national championship.
A couple of misses for Barker. South Carolina latest run is 7-0, and yeah, and you're playing towards March and April. And Boston is fine with that. And it's scary, 24 minutes a game and almost averaging a double-double. There's Cardoso finally getting some nice touch on a shot. He missed 4 of 5 shots previously to that.
And Cardoso, the last 5 games, averaging a double-double, 10 and 10.
Off the bench.
Off the bench. Last 2 games, 31 rebounds, 14 of which were offensive. And you think about a player, and Dawn Staley mentioning Camila Cardoso being able to go home and spend time with family. You know, a lot of players in general, but particularly international players, during COVID, not able to go home, not able to spend time with family. I mean, it's been hard for everyone, but these young players, you know, being able to reconnect with family, being able to miss basketball a little bit, and come back hungry.
She has had a tremendous season, again, averaging, as you said, a double-double in her last 5 games. She only plays about 17 minutes a game. Cook has had an off night, or afternoon, whatever it is. Making just a couple of shots, missing 9. And still, South Carolina looks well on their way. And Brittany Davis gets her first points of the second half.
Alabama's going to need more of that. I like Brittany Davis in that 2-man game, using the screen and roll. She's making the right decisions.
Really good player, and has a couple of degrees, going for her master's. That's a good look. Johnson into Amir.
So good, South Carolina is at seeing the diagonals against the zone, throwing it up there, allowing their bigs, their athletes to go get it and finish.
That is a charge. And that leads us to a timeout. Alabama's only scored 5 points in this quarter. Gamecocks in control. South Carolina undefeated on the season, and still some big games coming up. 1 week from today, they'll be at UConn, and then ESPN on Sunday the 12th, 2 weeks from today. LSU, the only other team that's unbeaten, also 20-0, and then they go to Tennessee. Tennessee struggling a little bit this season, but a lot of people looking forward, especially SEC fans, to that game that will be in Columbia against LSU.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a terrific ball game. LSU, the talk of the country right now with what they've been able to do, and I'm looking forward to it, but they certainly have a tough one when you think about Connecticut in their next matchup.
When you take a look, Charlie Cream, South Carolina, the #1 overall seed, and his LSU as one of the #2s. He does have Alabama as a #8 seed, and Charlie said that 8 seed was safe, even with a loss here today. He has 7 teams from the SEC going in. And there you see him. Missouri trying to play their way in. Loyal McQueen finally gets a shot to fall. She had missed her first 7. Angel Reese averaging a double-double down there, leading the SEC. But South Carolina's strength of schedule discernibly better, especially non-conference, than LSU. So this could be a huge test.
No question, no question. And you know, our halftime crew had a great conversation about strength of schedule. When you think about LSU, South Carolina, and Tennessee. I mean, Tennessee had a tough schedule to start the year, and had sort of found their footing a little bit and have struggled as of late, but finding ways to prepare yourselves for March, and different coaches have different strategies.
You see Thursday night on ESPN, Maryland and Iowa, right now tied for 10th in the AP poll. The Big Ten is exciting too. I mean, there's just a lot. There's going to be some great conference tournaments coming up.
Terrific conference tournaments. I can't wait for the NCAA tournament. We're going to see, I think, a lot more upsets than we've seen.
Caitlin Clark almost had a triple-double in her last game. I think she was 1 rebound short.
What Terry Morin is doing at Indiana is outstanding. they sustained, if not thrived, in the absence of Grace Berger, and now that she's back, taking it to another level.
Hall was a little bit too strong. 2.5 minutes left to go. And Cardoso helping up. Davis, who was fouled on the drive. And right now, Ohio State might be going down for the 3rd straight game.
Absolutely. Ohio State was looking like a Final Four team, and Brittany Davis fouled by Camille Cardoso. J.C. Sheldon has not played. She's been out with injury, and they had continued to find ways to win, but back-to-back losses, and now in a battle with Purdue.
At home, too, right?
Yes.
In Columbus. Another steal. Yeah, Raven Johnson, she's been someone who was hurt so early with a knee injury last year, special player. South Carolina has 2 starters who didn't score today. And Boston, note before the shot. So Kiera Fletcher didn't score. Beal, the defensive specialist, 0 for 8 from the floor. You get those numbers, and yet still.
The quality of the depth. I mean, 32 points off the bench.
And Nye has just fouled out of this game. And it goes out with 8 points. Top 20 women's basketball matchup coming up later. Notre Dame and NC State from Reynolds Coliseum, 3 Eastern on ESPN. That's the top of the hour and the app.
Previous plays under further review.
Looking forward to that one. And as you heard, that was Brian Hall telling us they're going to review the previous play. And when this game is over, we're going to have a chance to chat with Leah Boston. So that'll be nice. It's good. I'm going to get you back to the studio. What are they looking at here? The elbow. I didn't see anything egregious there.
No, unfortunately, that's what happens when you're a smaller player, and there's a big right there. It's definitely a basketball play. Leah Boston just pivoting, looking to go into her shot, into her move. You know, as a smaller player on the floor, I was certainly like right at that height. Yeah, where that just happens.
So you can relate to being at elbow level of somebody like Leah Boston. Yeah, this shouldn't take too long. Nye fouling out on the afternoon. Just 9 points, and just 59 for the South Carolina team that has been averaging 83 points. But South Carolina.
Call on the floor is confirmed. Incidental contact afterwards.
Good job. They've held 12 of their 20 opponents under 50 points. They are first in the nation in scoring defense, scoring margin, field goal percentage defense, 3 percentage defense, rebounding margin, blocks. I mean, it's just a lot.
It is a lot, and this is a South Carolina team that's also 8th in the nation in scoring offense and 10th in field goal percentage. So, you know, the evolution of this program and the way that they dominate the game has been fun to see.
As you mentioned earlier, not just a team that relies primarily on defense, more of a well-rounded club and a ridiculous bench. Shot clock winding down. Hall, what a game. Building on her career high in points. Alabama, their schedule, well, it's going to lighten up after you play South Carolina anyway. It's a foul on Johnson out on the perimeter. But Alabama's schedule is going to be much more manageable after today as they close out the season. But what a game for Bree Hall.
Yeah, she's been terrific and knocking down shots from the perimeter. We mentioned she had struggled from the three-point line coming into this ball game and has 4 threes here today. But Christy Curry told us before the game, like, look, we're going to battle, we're going to play hard, we're going to compete. And, you know, we've got to find a way to take care of the things that we can control. You know, make sure that we win the games we're supposed to.
Bree Hall with 13 points in the second half alone. Cardozo thought she had another block. As a Brazilian, she speaks Portuguese primarily, but you didn't need to know what language. That's the universal face of...
I didn't foul.
I did not foul. Come on now. So Rice now at the free throw line. The NC State transfer, and there's that schedule we were talking about. So some winnable games coming up for the Tide. They did lose to Missouri at home earlier this season, and Vanderbilt has yet to win a game in the conference.
And that Missouri game was a back-and-forth game that came right down to the end, too. I mean, but again, so much of this game is being able to stay locked in no matter what, being able to execute no matter what. Alabama's been a team that's been able to do that for the most part. South Carolina has been the most dominant team in the game.
Another offensive rebound for Aaliyah Boston. Another double-double, also very efficient to say the least. Aaliyah 8 of 10 from the floor this afternoon, and South Carolina is going to get on that charter without Wi-Fi, not watch the NFC Championship game, but they're going to go home with another win, and there is Beal's first points, and the bench explodes. Beal, maybe the best perimeter defender in the country, got the three. Sarah Ashley Barker with a nice offensive game, particularly in the first half when they kept it close, but just too much of the best team in the country. With that Barker bucket, at least they went over 50 points. And there you see Dawn Staley congratulating the other side, but Aaliyah Boston's club goes to 21-0 on the season, now 9-0 in the league. 21 straight wins against the Tide.
They just keep coming at you. I mean, their depth, their ability to come at you in waves, their ability to, you know, just when you think it's going to be a tight game, you're going to keep it close, they knock you in the mouth. And that's just what this team is built on. It's what this team has been able to do. They're consistent, night in and night out.
They are the defending national champions and looking better even than they did last year as they come in and beat Alabama by the final of 65-52. Neither team shot particularly well. Carolina 39%, Alabama 35%, but second chance points, 26 second chance points for the Gamecocks as they win it 65-52. And Aaliyah Boston apologizing for being sweaty, but you have a reason. Another double-double. Congrats. What was working so well for you today?
I think just taking my time and taking what the defense gave me. It was a lot of mid-range game today, but I just shot the ball with confidence.
Leah, this is a team that just keeps coming at you. I mean, the depth that you have coming off the bench, the production that they're able to give you. I mean, what does that mean for you as a starter to know that they have your back night in and night out?
I mean, it's amazing just because I know that whenever they come in, the ball's not going to drop. You know, they're going to keep up the intensity, and I think we did that tonight, especially on the defensive end, just making it hard for Alabama. I mean, they hit tough shots, but they're a good team.
And you're only playing about 24 minutes a game, and you're still putting up these ridiculous numbers. Are you cool with that?
Yeah, I am. I think just the most important part is us winning and continue to move on. And so it doesn't matter how many minutes I play as long as I'm efficient and making sure that I'm helping the team.
That's pretty efficient today, eh? 8 of 10 from the floor and also 12 rebounds. Another double-double. Pursuing Sylvia Fowles, SEC record for double-doubles. Teammates, I mean, that's got to be such a luxury. Steph referenced it, but the bench that you have, the defense that you play, it's just got to be such a luxury for you to know that as National Player of the Year, you don't have to shoulder so much of the load.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, my teammates, they step up every single day, and I think Bree Hall had a great day today. Like, just efficient defensive energy, was on top, knocking down the three. I think she just played really well.
New career high in scoring for her today. And you got a couple games coming up. You might know Connecticut next week, and then in a couple weeks from now, LSU. How do you stay laser focused knowing that those big challenges are on the horizon?
Yeah, I mean, you just take it one game at a time. I mean, we couldn't put Alabama behind us thinking about UConn or LSU because they're right in front of us. So just making sure that we're focused on the game that we're getting ready to play. And so we just take it day by day.
I can't wait for those games.
Yeah, Aaliyah, you guys have been the most dominant team in the game, for the last few years. And you think about the different types of teams you've played on in your years here. What separates this one?
I mean, I just think we compete. I mean, it's hard, but I think our depth definitely separates us just because, I mean, every person that comes off the bench produces. They do well. They help us get better. So I'll just say our depth.
It's fantastic, and you all cheer for each other.
Yes.
Truly a team effort. Another double-double for Aaliyah Boston. Several blocks as well. Thank you, Aaliyah.
Thank you.
All right, as we leave here, South Carolina with another win. Let's go back to the studio.